my very best. Last Friday, I was down at Smith's Old Bar, ladies and gents, and what a learning experience that was. It did not go according to plan. Last second, when I say last second, in the afternoon, I got a text from Pete. Pete was sick and couldn't make it into the show, so I had to kind of retool and then figure out something. Kind of flustered, packed everything up, and went down to Atlanta. Got there and met Chris Crasueta in person. You can go back. I think the episode we did is in the early 100s somewhere. And Zach Deputy was there playing, and he did a magnificent job. He is just a great guy, both of them. I mean, and really, they kind of shine and play off of each other well, and absolutely fantastic people. And my hat's off to both of you guys. Chris for putting that on, trying something new, and Zach, man, what a couple sets you had there. And I was stoked. The people in the room were digging it, man. It was a good time. Now, for my part, I'm going to tell you right now, what I thought of my part was an absolute failure. And that's okay. The ability to recognize sometimes when things don't go according to plan, to adjust, to account, to take them as life experience. Man, I think I've done this thing so many times where I have failed, and once you see failure and see how it can teach you, it doesn't sting, man. The pride, everything that happens for a lot of people out there that get their feels hurt and they quit. That doesn't. I mean, maybe I'm too stubborn. I don't know what it is. But I got up, met a lot of people in the room, and thank you guys that did come down, especially the Mises Caucus guys and the rest of those libertarians that came down to see something, to hear something that was different, putting on a live show here in Atlanta, and how it just came unglued for myself in the last minute. I'm going to take full responsibility. I hadn't really done any site investigation, site prep. I think I took a few things for granted. It's Smith's Old Bar. I don't think I've been there since I was a much younger man, and didn't realize how many different rooms they had going on. There was a band. It seemed like it was downstairs playing. That could be heard while I was speaking, and the room, in terms of the way it was set up, with tables in the sides and in the back, and people who were coming in who weren't really there to see a podcast, who could just come in and come out. They weren't really mentally primed, I think, for something like that. And I guess it has something to do with the audience feel. And for myself, man, I was up on a stage that it was high. It's probably about, I don't know, 4 feet off the ground. There's lights in your eyes, and that spotlight where you can't see. I'm sure I was just absolutely squinting at the audience and trying to get through it. Taking a couple of notes and jotted things down to talk about behind the curtain there before I went out. And it was one of those things that the attention of the people that wanted to be there, I think, was interrupted by the dudes in the back that were trying to get with the girls in the back and all that kind of stuff. And hey, it is what it is. And it's just, I hate that saying, but you live and you learn. And I hope to do, this is not going to dissuade me. It's going to refocus me on how an event like this can take shape and do very well for the cause. I think, to be able to go out and have those very intimate settings where you're not competing with bands, you're not competing with people who, maybe aren't there to see you, and their conversations in the back of the room and things like that. I think there's a lot to be said for, very focused attention, and, it'll get better next time around. And I know Chris wants to do it again. I definitely would like to try it again. And we're going to live and we're going to learn from this whole experience.